We're hoping not to get bumped around too much, but appreciate the help.
Yeah, it's no problem. No one's behind you, so that 170 works. So runway 34 right, Denver altimeter 2952.
2952 won't fit 34 right, thanks.
Southwest 1209, traffic at 1 o'clock is an RJ for the parallel, maintain 170 knots until forward, contact tower 135.3, good day.
Traffic inside for the parallel, 170 knots, corridor tower, Southwest 1209, good day.
South 3244, reduce speed to 170 until forward.
170 until chord, Southwest 3244.
Southwest 1567, the airport 11 o'clock, 20 miles.
Airport side, Southwest 15667.
So 1567, turn left heading 015, join final, cleared visual approach, runway 34 right.
Left 015, join the final, clear the visual 34 right, Southwest 1567.
Correction, and if you could just say wind's off for me, please.
Right now it's showing 232 at 20.
No, 1691, thank you.
5001.
Southwest 224, fly heading 040, expect vectors to final, descend and maintain 10,000.
040 down to 10,000, Southwest 224.
Southwest 142, Denver approach, runway, change of transition, runway 34 right, Denver altimeter 2952.
34 right, 2952, Southwest 1142.
0799, connect approach 133.62 for runway 34 right.
Approach 3362, let them know, we'll see you for 799.
With the 777, it's going to maintain 13,000, 13,000.
13,000, 777.
And 34 right transition.
South Arch 0799, Denver approach, turn left heading 060, vector final, maintain 13,000 and present speed.
Alright, we'll maintain present speed down to 13,000, left turn 060, Spirit 799.
Heading 020, intercept localizer 35 left, Southwest 615.
Southwest 224, reduce speed to 210.
210 now on the speed for Southwest 224.
Southwest 615 on that heading, cleared visual approach, runway 35 left.
On that heading, clear visual approach 35 left, Southwest 615.
At a 1691, you will pick up a headwind here as soon as you're inside the mark. You'll have traffic off your right for the parallel.
We already picked it up. It switched instantly at about 9,000.
At 1691, thank you for that. Contact Denver Tower 133.3, have a good day.
133.3 and at 1691, good day.
Southwest 615, you can expect a tailwind until about 9,000, and it switches to about a 15-knot headwind.
Okay, thanks, Southwest 615.
And approach, good Sky 5954, 15.5 on the next.
Sky 5954, Denver approach, fighting 290, vectors to runway 35 left, descend and maintain 11,000.
Heading 290 down to 11,000, Sky 5954.
Approach boutique 777, 13,000 on a 070 heading.
777, Denver approach, ready.
Zero price load up 200, that's okay, for 252.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Deal inside to help Southwest 1371.
Southwest 1371, turn left heading 015, join final, cleared visual approach, runway 34 right.
Left turn 015, join final, clear for visual 34 right, Southwest 1371.
Sterling 799, maintain 210 knots or greater, descend to maintain 10,000.
210 or greater, 10,000, Spirit 799.
Southwest 1567, contact tower 135.3 today.
353 South 1567, yeah.
Denver approach, fighting 290, vectors to final, descend and maintain 11,000.
Fly heading 290, descend and maintain 11,000, Skywest 5368.
640, Denver approach, good afternoon, plan vectors, visual approach, runway 35 right. I might have to change you, it would be west downwind 34 right if I do, but for now we're going to hope for 35 right.
Whatever you got for 4640.
change of transition and landing runway now 35 right, American 1636.
799, join final via heading 015, clear visual approach runway 34 right.
Join final left heading 015, clear visual approach 34 right, Spirit 799.
Good afternoon, Denver. Skywest 5292, flight 245, descending via the mix to 34 right transition with Romeo.
Scott, 5292, Denver approach. Say again your transition.
Nix and 34 right, and when we're 260 knots.
Scott, 5292, roger 34 right.
Roger.
4972 heavy.
You don't want to change back, I understand. It's your choice of 35 right or 35 left at this point.
Sam 52 via with Romeo for the 34 right transition.
South 1142 January approach, turn left heading 070, vector final, maintain 3000 and 210 knots per grid.
Left 070, 13,000, 210 or greater, southwest 142.
Okay.
Yeah, we got him in sight, thanks. Southwest 615, over to tower now.
Okay, 5954, you can expect a tailwind on final from 9,000, then it's put to set headwind.
Roger, thanks. 5954.
Approach Gas 5958. Do you want us to slow to 210?
Roger 2, 35 right transition, we have Romeo.
United 486 approach, good afternoon. Plan RNAV Zulu, runway 35 right approach.
RNAV Zulu, 35 right, United 486.
Southwest 384, connect approach 123.85.
385, southwest 384.
Scott 5530 to approach runway 34 right.
Set to maintain 2000.
Take 290 to Sun 2000, vector 35 left, southwest 384.
Runway 35 left.
35 left, 5370.
Speed 211, reduce speed to 250, descend to maintain 13,000, 13,000.
Reduce speed to 250 knots and descend 13,000, Skywest 5211.
Southwest 869, good day.
Yeah.
Denver, Southwest 869, 17.2, descending on the next with 35 left.
Southwest 869, Denver approach, thank you. Sky 5368, airport's 2 o'clock, 22 miles.
Sky 5368, we have the airport in sight.
Sky 5368, cleared visual approach 935 left, turn right heading 325, intercept the localizer.
Sky 5368, fly heading 325, join final, cleared visual 35 left.
Southwest 224, contact tower on 133.3, have a good day.
Roger 33, Southwest 224, you as well.
United 486, delete speeds on the arrival, maintain presence speed till advised.
United 486.
7, maintain 170 knots or greater until chord.
I will maintain 170 knots or greater until chord, and we did have a pretty smooth descent. Flat.
Is that pretty smooth?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Runway 35 right, delete speeds on the, actually, comply with speeds on the arrival, thanks.
5 right, down host
Approach United 1779, passing 26 on the logger 2 with Romeo.
Yeah, 1779, approach, good afternoon. Plan vectors visual approach, runway 35 right, delete speeds on the arrival, maintain 280 knots or greater.
280 or greater, we'll just delete the speeds, United 1779.
Southwest 1912, reduce speed now to 210.
So now 210, South 1912.
1779, better rise on the traffic from the east, light, occasional moderate chop. One report on that parallel arrival of one bump at 16,000 of moderate turbulence.
Okay.
Southwest 1912, Plan vectors visual approach runway 348.
Southwest 1912, roger.
And Southwest 1912, contact approach 133.62. Good day.
3362, Southwest 1912.
Vector to Palm. What's the 1142 of the airport, 11 o'clock, 19 miles.
Inside Southwest 142.
Southwest 42, turn left heading 015, join final, clear visual approach, runway 34 right.
015, join final, clear the visual, 34 right, Southwest 142.
Right, South 1912 out of 14, Santa Vita, long Swan, slow into 210, Romeo.
South 1912, Denver approach, good evening, and you're set up for the visual or an Zulu?
We requested the Zulu, last guy said expect the visual, we're ready for either one.
Okay, we can do the Zulu, South 1912, that works.
South 1912, we'll expect RNAV Zulu, 34 right, thank you.
Boutique 777, connect Tower 135.3, great day.
35.3, Boutique 777, see you.
2 o'clock and 23 miles.
Alright, airport inside, descend 900,000, Southwest 34.
Southwest 384 is cleared to double approach, 935 left, turn right heading 325 to intercept the localizer.
Alright, this is Visual, 35 left, heading 325 to join Southwest 3.
Hey, 46, thanks for the speed. Reduce speed to 250, then comply with speed.
250 and comply with the speeds on the arrivals for United 486.
Approach United 448. That's a 28.5 on the larger 2, we've got Romeo.
Alright, 448, approach, good afternoon, plan vectors, visual approach, runway 35 right.
35 right, United 448.
Main 13,000.
Right turn heading 290, descend maintain 1313,000, Sky 5292.
For 35 left, we have Romeo.
Get 2407, then go approach, 135 left.
Hey there, Daz. Yeah, usually I don't stream in the evenings, but I don't know. Just had the urge to stream again. Usually I'm too tired, but I'm feeling all right, so I figured we'd do another FedEx flight. Because I completely forgot to launch my A-cars earlier. So the FedEx flight I did earlier, yeah, I could get credit for it if I wanted to, but that's all right. I mean, like I could file a manual pirate. Let me switch this over. Let me put the BRB on while I get this set up.
Connected to PilotEdge.
And then studio mode. Let's see if we can get this cranking. Transfer. Okay. And flight plan. Let's delete those. There we go. Overlay is good. And let's come back over here. Be about the end of the jumping around. So I'm going to file this flight plan. We're going to go up to 34,000. Already got the the weight. We're going to do cost index 60. We're going to Reno. This is another FedEx route. Do 27.1 thousand pounds of fuel. And we're looking at 2966. And that's with information Romeo. And I want to plan 26 left for our departure. I mean 26 right. Yeah, we'll do 26 right. And Reno is arriving on 16 left. 16 right is closed. And McCarran is CPD LC capable. We're sitting here at our FedEx ramp. So we'll go file the IFR here. We're going to mark that. We are heavy. We're going to file for text clearance. We're at A300-6. All that looks good. Joker to Kino. File that. Las Vegas. 26 right. So let's have a left crosswind on our departure. Gusting to 19. Ceiling is 18,000. There's no clouds, so that's good. Some showers in the vicinity. It's pretty overcast in that area. All right. Back over here. Ground ops. Got the entire city of Vegas loaded in here. And reload my Bravo settings. Up here. Get the batteries on. Bonus stream, yes sir. Yep, I had the energy to do a second stream. I'm usually too tired. I just don't feel like talking, but in the evenings. But I don't know. I just had the energy tonight, so I figured why not get a different crowd, in the evenings. Maybe I'll get some more followers or something. We shall see. Still doing the FedEx though. Turn that up. Oh God. He's been a little barky butthole all day, I tell you what. It's just one of those days. Alright, nav, smoking, seatbelts. Come up here. Jesus. I swear he only chooses to bark when I stream. If I wasn't streaming, he wouldn't be barking right now. I think the neighbor's starting their boat up. That's why he's barking like a madman. You ever read the transcript for the I-5? I will. We'll have time. Remind me, because I probably will forget. I got that long-term, short-term memory. Remind me when we're at cruise, if you're still around, and I'll go over the I-5. We'll look at it. I'd like to jump on PE and depart with you out of Vegas, but too lazy to plan out a flight right now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. But I'll be here for at least, 30 minutes prepping this flight, so. Alright, we got that. Let's go down here. We are at Vegas, and we are going to Reno. Going from one gambling city to another. Pop that in there. And I'm going to check my coordinates here for Karen. Airport is 36-4. So that's right. Alright. So align. And we'll start that. We got 6 minutes on the alignment. Open up this door. Do you have this plane, 7 Lima Yankee? I just finished a flight. Tower didn't come through on the first call. Was odd. Yeah, sometimes ATC, you know, the real life gets in the way. Like someone could be in their ear, maybe their phone rang. Like when I flew earlier, they had a dog bark. The ATC guy had his dog barking. So, you know, any number of things could have happened to where tower didn't hear you on the first call. Had me in tears laughing. Yeah. Did you turn on your ACARS this time? I will. I will remember this time. I have to wait till I'm done loading. I have to load first and then I will. Haven't flown much with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love this plane. This plane is so much fun. It's a busy plane. It's definitely, it's got the fun factor. So we'll bring in the loader. Go to the load sheet. No, they called back, but it was all static. It was only 15 nautical miles out. Huh. Maybe you were like super low. Which tower was it? 10. Load sheet. FedEx load sheet. We're going to do 0 fuel weight 279.5. 795 and 27. I think it was 27.1. Yeah, 27.1. 27.1. Go ahead and load her up. Flagstaff coming from Sedona was at 11.5. And you were at Sedona at 9.5 when I called. Yeah, that because of the line of sight and it's a very mountainous area, that's possibly the only, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. So about 3,500. Yeah, I think you were just low. And with the terrain, you were probably like right on that edge to where, you know, it gets garbled. Do a fire loop check here. Turn on our smoke detectors and fire stuff. That boarding. Yeah, we'll do an APU fire test here. Now the APU does have its own fuel pump, but I just used the left fuel pumps to operate the APU. You were already in the valley. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is just the terrain around that area. Once this is all loaded up, 7 Lima Yankee, then I'll be able to start the A-cars. Almost done. APU is online. Once this goes back to auto, then I'll get things cranking up here. Put that on, and we'll get the APU bleed so we can get environment. Cool off the cockpit a little bit. And let's see, what is the, we'll do max cool. I don't even know if it's hot or anything. And we got plenty of oil. Hydro is full. ATIS is 132.4. Crank these up.
Runways 19er left, 19er right, 26 right. Visual approaches and use VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra.
Something's changed. It's now Sierra.
Las Vegas McCarran International Airport.
It was Romeo.
ATIS information Sierra. 2356 Zulu. Wind 200 at 9er. Gust 16. Visibility 10. 6,500 scattered. 1,000 scattered. Ceiling 18,000 broken. Temperature 21. Dew point -4. Altimeter 29er65. Arriving runways 19er left, 19er right, 26 left. Departing runways 19er left, 19er right, 26 right. Visual approaches and use VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra.
Alright, we are good with Sierra, so we'll set this 2965. Very low pressure. We got to be within 70 feet of field elevation and field elevation at Vegas. Is 2181. So I'd say that is right on the money. Set this at 2150 field elevation. That was my flight. Let me see what it shows. Oh yeah. Oh, you came from the north, I think. Yeah, you came from the north. So yeah, that's pretty mountainous in that area. And you were low when you were, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably why it was choppy in the radio there. All right, I am now ready for A cars. So I need to, first I need to do this. Switch scenes so I can show you this A cars. I have to click on this and we'll run as admin. I came in from the south. Oh. I waited till I passed Sedona at 11.5, went east a bit, hit 95, and turned north for the final. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you think there was like an issue with comms, like line of sight issue, then just file a report with support at PilotEdge.com or whatever the email is, and just tell them what happened, and they can listen to the recording and see if they need to fine tune, so to speak. All right, dispatch. We're going to download from dispatch. I don't think I've flown in the Flagstaff in the same way that you did. 34,000, and that's actually wrong. So it's going to be Joker. It's the Joker. Joker 1 Kino. All that is correct. So I just have to hit start. We are on our way. While I'm here, let's bring up our clearance and delivery. See what we got going on here. I was getting ready to plan a holding outside just in case. That's not a bad idea. Best be prepared. I will send the login. It's going to take a couple seconds for this to, usually it's about 20 seconds. Oh, there we go, it's pretty fast. ATC, next, standby, because after about a minute and a half, this will disappear. Cleared the Reno via Joker 1 Kino to the Kino 2. Then is filed. Well, that is all that I filed. We're going to climb via the SID, so I'll brief the SID. Expect flight level 340 within 10 minutes. Departure frequency 25.9er. Let me write that down. 125.9 and squawk 2332. I'll accept that. That closes it out. That is our clearance. Put it back to the sim again. Linked you the i5 in Discord for whenever. Yeah, man, I'll look at it. We're gonna have a little bit of a cruise, so we'll have time to. I'll have time to look at that. We will have time. Oh, speaking of time, I need to. Let me see. I got the clearance done, so I need to go and get my weather. Let's get weather loading here. Okay. And we need, put that on wind. The wind is pretty variable. Of course, I haven't updated my weather yet, so galley, window heat, and you can only turn these on after the alignment is done. So that's something else. And when you turn these on, you need to start your timer because you can't change power sources for 5 minutes after you turn on those. So I start the chrono so I know when 5 minutes goes by. Arm the E-lights. And ground for east is 121.1. So we'll just monitor ground, and tower for 26 left.
Downwind clearance, Skyhawk 6150 Sierra Victory, information Charlie, IFR Palomar.
So we'll get 19.9. 26 right, 19.9er. Okay.
For 615 Sierra Victor, John Wayne clearance going.
I need to test CPDLC for Keith. I
yes,
forgot. He asked me to
has information
do
Charlie
that back.
and is filed
I had
IFR
my
Palomar.
computer rebuilt. Yeah, because it's a test it for Linux. I've been a willing guinea pig. Heck yeah. 2014, I found the call sign bug. Anything more than 4 chairs meant no connection.
John Wayne clearance, see my flight plan, 5 Sierra Victor.
That's how I ended up on 20. I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, we are FedEx 3650. We're going to go to 34060 and I'm waiting for my winds actually. So the winds are where's the Tropa at?
John Wayne ground, November 740 Whiskey is at the east
Top
FBO.
Climb,
Ready for
312.
Taxi instructions departing VFR to the north with information Charlie.
Number 740 Whiskey, on my ground, runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Hotel, Charlie Kilo.
Runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha Hotel, Charlie Kilo, 740 Whiskey.
Fullerton Tower, Sky 113 November Tango, just north of the field, with information India inbound for landing.
Alright, so the temperature is negative 50.
November 113, November Tango, Fullerton Tower, enter right base, runway 24, clear to land.
Right base, runway 24, clear to land, 113 November Tango.
And the winds were 220 at 54. Punch that in there. And let's update the force weather reload. Oh, that's why the weather won't load, because I forgot to close out the other thing. Dagnabbit. Let's try this again. It's like weather is not transferring. That's because it doesn't like the CPDLC. Do it.
Mojave Tower, Cessna 439 Lima Papa. at
You should set the
7,000
cost
feet.
index to
Closing clearance
a
to land.
million, see if it explodes. I think it's got a limit.
November 439,
Of
Lima
like
Papa, Mojave
300
Tower, enter
something.
right downwind, runway 30, report to midfield.
He said,
Runway 30,
"Man, better
we'll
grab
report
the
by
uranium.
right
We're
downwind.
going nuclear."
439
That's right.
Papa.
439 Lima Papa, left downwind, report midfield, left downwind, runway 30.
Left downwind, runway 30, 439 Lima Papa.
Okay.
San Luis Tower, Skyhawk 290 Alpha Victor,
Now,
midfield,
let's see
left
what the
downwind.
wind is doing.
Number 0 Alpha Victor, runway
It's not as
29, clear for
crazy
the
now.
option.
Clear for the option 29.
Still
0
pretty
Alpha
variable,
Victor.
but it's alright. Shows 210 between 9 and 20.
Downwind clearance, Skyhawk
It's interesting
615,
that it's
Sierra
showing
Victor is
165.
refiled IFR Palomar, and we have Charlie.
615 Sierra Victor. Downwind clearance, clear to Palomar Airport, turn left, heading 175, radar vectors Victor 23, and then S file. Maintain 5,000, departure frequency
Keep
128.1.
that low for right now. I don't need it blasted in my ear. Alright, so flight plan. We're going to depart out of here on
to Victor 23,
26 left on the Joker 1. It used to be the Shade or Shade 1 or whatever, but they got rid of that SID altogether.
Camarillo Tower, Mall
Keno
658,
transition,
Arnett,
insert.
Yankee, runway 26.
And then we're going to do a Reno, ILS 16 right, Zulu, from
Camera Tower,
Glock,
runway 26, clear to land.
Keno 2,
Mall 658, Niner Whiskey.
insert,
Santa Monica ground, Cessna 739, Whiskey Box, ready to taxi with
so
Romeo.
we make sure
at
that the
Northeast
star
Transit.
is correct, so it should go from Joker,
For 739 Whiskey Foxtrot, ground runway 21, taxi via Bravo.
actually Keno to Ruse,
Taxi via Bravo,
and then
739
graft,
Whiskey Box.
that's correct. So we get rid of that. And then, so the last waypoint would be, it's like Glock, and then I don't need a vector, so we're going to delete these. That's 10,000, so that is all the same. So we're going to
John Wayne Tower,
delete
November
that.
740 Whiskey, holding short runway 20 left at Kilo, departing VFR to the north.
We'll delete
740 Whiskey, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, correction,
and
runway 20 left at Kilo.
So now we got Glock, Belby,
20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff,
and then
740
Slabs, and then Zombu.
Fullerton Tower,
At 75, that's an important altitude for this approach.
Taxiway Delta Bravo.
And let's make sure there's
3
no
November Tango taxi to parking via Bravo.
breaks in
Taxi
our
to
flight
parking
plan
via
here.
Bravo, 113 November Tango.
That looks good to me. Alright, so we'll go A cars, grab our wins.
John Wayne ground, Skyhawk 615, Sierra Victor is at gate 21 with Charlie ready to taxi.
Insert
615 Sierra Victor, John Wayne ground, runway 20 left.
Spirit
taxi via
Airlines
Alpha
cost
Kilo.
index for all their flights is probably
20 left,
0.
Alpha Kilo, 5 Sierra Victor.
Knowing how cheap that airline is.
Whiskey Foxtrot,
Yeah,
question
they're all
for you.
about saving fuel and time. That's all that the cost index does, Dasset. Well, you probably know that because you said 1,000 or a million. Yeah, the cost index is it's either cost savings, so like you fly slower but with a fuel savings, or you fly faster. With a higher the cost index, you fly faster. So with my other Airbuses, I usually put about 100. Do init page 2.
Stand by.
And our block fuel is 27.1, 0 fuel weight 2795. Punch that in.
Tower, Sky 113
This is
November Tango.
probably 29.9. It
following up
usually
on the
is.
Cat 9 rating.
Yep, it is. Good there.
3 November Tango pass for Cat 9.
Thanks for your help. 113 November Tango.
And we'll do a second flight plan. We'll say Las Vegas, Las Vegas. Second. Star. 26 left. Insert. So now we have a return 1 engine out, Sid.
For 42906 Juliet.
Do our takeoff performance. So send a perf. 26 left. To ice off. Do 15. Air conditioning off. Grab our weather. Cost of time, cost of fuel. Yeah. So what would be full throttle?
Bravo Charlie.
Whatever the highest that the airplane would take would be, you know, full throttle. And I know from experience, like, which cost indexes give me what N1 type stuff, or not even N1, the speeds. Like, I'm looking at the speed, like, I know 60 cost index on this airplane will give me just about max speed, almost max speed. So that's why I set it at 60.
Right turn, slight right turn to avoid the Disneyland VFR.
For 4 Sierra Whiskey, you're fine to enter that. That's the only time you can't enter is not talking to ATC.
Alright, we'll hit that.
Roger, thank you for the insight.
Flex 51, oh, that's pretty low. Trim 7, 165, 162. 65, 62.
For 740 Whiskey, radar contact SoCal departure.
Contacting SoCal departure, 740 Whiskey.
Mojave Tower, Cessna 439 Lima Papa,
210.
midfield downwind for runway 30.
Number 9 Lima Papa, runway 30, clear to land.
Runway 30, clear to land, Lima Papa.
210. 26 left.
Santa Monica ground.
Pre-flight, put that there. That's a continuous distance and bearing to the threshold of 26 left for
Would that be the
quick view.
Mike Oscar Papa 38 text route?
Number 9 Whiskey Foxtrot, that's correct. Do you have that one on board?
I do.
Alright, we're going to climb via.
Great. That saves us some time. Then when you're ready for departure, you can contact tower.
Contact tower, Cessna 739 Whiskey Fox.
So we got Vegas, Reno. Do the Joker 1. Can't see it.
Van Nuys Tower, Aerostar 4296 Juliet, holding short 16 right at Charlie, ready for takeoff.
November 4296 Juliet, Van Nuys Tower, runway 16 right,
So
cleared for
this
takeoff.
is our runway. So it'll be on a 259
Clear
heading.
for takeoff, 4296 Juliet, run 6 right.
And we got to be above 4,000 at Rudy. So Rudy is our first waypoint, because I think, yeah, Rudy will be our first waypoint. And we got to stay below 8,000 at Cells. And then we come to Magneto, and I'll double check these waypoints in the FMC. Sometimes they don't all show up. And then from Magneto, we go to Kruger, and we got to stay below 11,000 at Kruger. And then after Kruger, go to Joker 1. Look at this on my laptop. It's like Rudy and then
And San Luis Tower, Skyhawk 290,
Direct
Alpha
to
Victor
Silt?
is clear of 29 at Foxtrot, looking to taxi to
Oh,
East
26
Fingers.
right, duh.
Zero Alpha Victor,
Alright,
taxi
Rudy.
parking via Alpha, good day.
4,000 Celts,
Parking
is that
via
right?
Alpha, good day,
Okay,
thanks for your help.
yeah, so
Zero
that's alright.
Alpha Victor.
And then Joker thence on transition, maintain 190.
Camarillo Tower, ball 6589 Whiskey,
And
clear, runway
Kino
26
transition,
right at
that's
Bravo,
the second part of that.
parking Channel Island.
So that works. Okay.
For 89er Whiskey, taxi to parking via Bravo, Foxtrot, this frequency, good day.
At this frequency, good day, ball 6589 Whiskey.
Santa Monica Tower says the 739 Whiskey Fox.
I will admit I am tempted to get that Phenom to replace my Challenger. It's not having mess with the FMC.
We're 739er Whiskey Foxtrot, Santa
The
Monica
Challenger
Tower,
is just so fast and fun. Yeah, it is a fast bizjet for sure. Although the Aerobask Falcon 8X is going to blow it away when it comes out. Stay below unless they say to climb higher, then they've removed you from your limits. Correct. Yeah, once they say climb and maintain, then you don't have to worry about any restrictions, published restrictions. But right now in our clearance just says climb via, so that's why I was looking at that, because this aircraft does not, it won't recognize altitude restrictions. Only the newer Airbuses will recognize restrictions. So you're right, you know, if they clear me higher, then we're golden. But right now, we cannot go any higher than 11,000 until after Kruger. So to be safe that we don't do that, we'll set this for 11, even though the SID says 190 for top altitude. I want to make sure I don't blow past that altitude restriction, because the one before it we have to be above 4,000. So I'm going to climb like the Dickens, but I don't want to go higher than 11,000. And our initial is 259.
Taxi view Charlie, Pascal 6, thank you, sir.
$259. Do profile, heading, and nav. Okay. It's been more than 5 minutes. It's been more like 16. So that you can go AC. You got APU is available, so disconnect external power. And we're running off of APU. Turn off the chrono. Flex is 51. So we are set on the flex. Get some fuel pumps here.
For 9er Whiskey Foxtrot, you should have kept the runway heading going until you're past the LA 310 radio. It looks like you just started a 250 heading immediately. Contact SoCal departure.
Okay.
Contact SoCal departure, 739 Whiskey Fox.
And let me check my ACARS, my FedEx website, and make sure it shows that I am active on the
contact departure range flight
active flights, which I am, so good to go there. And then it's going to make a weird sound when we do this test. What it says wind shear. That's what it's yelling.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Okay. And then we'll shut this door. Give her a lock.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Ha! Moving maps are now working. There was a, I had to turn off the SimLink by Task Manager and then restart it, and then that fixed it earlier.
Number 4269 Juliet Van Nuys Tower into right base, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Right please, 16 right, clear to land, 4296 Juliet.
Which radio are you let me see what I missed here. Which radio are you intercepting? No, there is no,
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready
there's
to
no
begin.
radial. It's a course inbound. That's all that means. So it's not a radial. It just says it will be a 249 course to Rudy. That's all that means. So it's not a radial. It just means you take off in 259 and then you do a 249 course to Rudy. So basically it's like a radial off of a fix. Because it says
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
see, intercept course 249 to cross Rudy. It's not a radial, it's just a course. And it's not that big of a deal because you just take off to 500 feet and then just go direct to it and you're fine. No one's going to give you a hard time over the proper course. Get the beacon light on. Make sure we are clear. We are clear.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Little squib buttons. Loop check. All right. Go to crank A, and we'll start engine 2. Get to 20 N2, we'll add fuel. 20. Get light off here by 23. There we go. And we have to have N1 rotation by 50. By 50 N2. N1's the inside turbine. N2 is the outside turbine.
Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand
Oil
by.
pressure is on the rise, indicated here and here.
4877 Foxtrot over
Generators coming online.
November 4877 Foxtrot, correction, Limb Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land 2777 Foxtrot.
Start engine 1.
Van Nuys ground, Aerostar 4296 Juliet, clear 16 right at hotel, taxi to Aero Swift.
November 69 Juliet, correction, 9er 6 Juliet is the call sign taxi to parking via Alpha.
Taxi to parking via Alpha 4296 Juliet. Thank you.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Got light off. Oil pressure's on the rise. And we need N1 rotation before 50 N2. Looks like we're already getting rotation, so we're good. Get the generator kicking on here shortly.
Bakersfield ground, November 7412 Whiskey, located at FBO, looking for flight following 9500 to Mojave.
Good start. Transponder
Whiskey, Bakersfield ground, departure frequency 118.8, squawk 1742.
118.8, 1742, ready for taxi 120.
Set flaps here.
November 12 Whiskey, we're back correct.
Which is actually just slats, there's no flaps in this one. I mean, on the takeoff config here. And takeoff trim.
King is 738 is about a 4 mile off runway 29er.
Is
0.7. Charlie Sierra, Santa Maria, correction, San Luis, tower, make straight in, runway 29er, clear to land.
Yeah, straight in 29er, clear to land, Charlie Sierra.
Flight control, right and left, rudder, speed brakes, all that is good. All the lights are out, so that's fine. Turn that off. Taxi lights. Engine generators are good, so we can turn off the APU. Turn around terrain mode.
Bakersfield ground, November 742 Whiskey.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra.
Runway 30 right, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Still Sierra, so
Las
nothing's
Vegas.
changed.
30 right, Alpha Bravo.
Test my reversers here.
Ontario Tower, November 740.
Reversers
10 miles
working.
southeast with information November.
Cancel reverse.
For 740 Whiskey, Ontario Tower, enter left base, runway 26 left, clear to land.
They probably don't
Left
test
stage,
that in the
runway
real
26
plane, but
left, clear to land,
I do in the
740
sim.
Whiskey.
Alright. Takeoff perf is still good because the ATIS is still the same. Beat out these ECAM checks real fast. All that looks good. Batteries are all good. Bleed air is good. Pressure is good, 2190. 2190 pressure is good. Fuel's 26.6 and even. Doors are shut.
Ground Arrow 282 November Delta, information Golf, IFR to Ramona.
Number 282 November Delta. I show your flight plan starting at Corona, but it looks like you're on the ground over there. You just need me to update that for you.
Short taxi.
Yeah, I'm actually on the ground at Chino. Looks like, did I file it from Corona?
Yeah,
the Falcon
Corona,
8, you see what you wrote here, the Falcon 8 CL650 could be a year off at this point. I don't think the Falcon 8X is going to be a year out.
Radar vectors paradise.
I suspect the
and then,
Falcon
filed,
will be done by Christmas.
maintain 2,000.
That's my guess.
I'm sorry, maintain 4,000. Expect 7,000 in 10
If it
minutes.
remains below
Departure frequency
is 10.99 more
I'm sorry,
accurate.
135.4 and squawk 6726.
Arrow 282 November Delta is cleared to
if it's 11,000, you could. If it says 11,000, then you can set 11,000 and be fine.
Maintain 4,000.
You just can't be
expect
above
7,010 minutes after departure frequency
at or below
135.4.
Yeah, like Suddenly
Squawk
Yankee said. So that's why I set 11,000 because you're allowed to be. You're allowed to be at 11,000.
Read back correct.
It's always at or below when there's a
Tower,
line like that.
5942 Foxtrot with you.
Yeah, it sounds like
through
it's
5200.
saying when. Yeah.
November 5942 Foxtrot, runway tower into right base, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Right base, 20 right, clear
Text
to
said
land,
to
42
intercept
Foxtrot.
something, so how would you know when to turn? You just...
Clear tower, November 4877 Foxtrot, clear the runway 27 on Charlie, or on Bravo.
We're 77 Foxtrot, taxi to parking via Bravo, monitor
It's
ground.
such a small margin of error that
parking
you
via
really don't
Bravo,
have to
monitor
worry
ground for
about that.
Foxtrot.
When it comes to that that course inbound, it's just like you just draw a course from it. So there might be a way to do it, but it's so minor. Like seriously, you just get like 400 or 500 feet off the ground and then just go direct. I mean, I've never had a problem doing it that way. There's only a few SIDs that do that type of stuff.
November 7412 Foxtrot, Bakersfield Tower, proceed on course, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff. For 7412 Whiskey, Bakersfield Tower, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff, proceed on course.
30 right, clear for takeoff, proceed on course, 12 Whiskey.
Good evening, Las Vegas Grand, FedEx 3650 Heavy at cargo with Sierra ready to taxi.
3650 Heavy, Vegas Ground, runway 26 right, taxi via Romeo Bravo.
26 right via Romeo Bravo, FedEx 3650 Heavy. Alright, so Bravo is the inside.
Kilo ground arrow 282 November Delta, ready for taxi, parked in front of the tower.
We're 282 November Delta, Chino ground, runway 26 right, taxi via Alpha, Papa, cross runway 21.
Taxi via Alpha and Papa to runway 26
but
right,
yeah,
cross
so you
runway
just
21, arrow
basically
282 November Delta.
draw a line like you would do a course. You could probably do a like a fixed page. You would do a make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, that's a runway, so I don't want to go that way. But you could probably use the fixed page and maybe do a course, like an intercept course. If you wanted to do it by the book, that would probably be the way to do it. But honestly, I don't use the fixed page on anything because I started using it in the CRJ, but just because Flight Factor doesn't have a fixed page on their A320, or I mean they do, but it doesn't work, and I've never really messed with it. So, but if I had to guess, the fixed page is probably where you could do an intercept course to the fix. I mean that would be the only logical thing I could come up with, and I might be complete. All right, what am I doing wrong? Speed brake. Oh, that's why. Okay. Alright, now it should be fine. Yep, takeoff test normal. And tower 19.
We're 12 Whiskey, contact departure.
26 26 rights, 19.9.
Contact departure 12 Whiskey.
Departure 125.9. Throw on some landing lights, some strobes. And we're gonna flex 51, so 98.7 for N1. Las Vegas Tower, FedEx 3650 heavy, holding short, 26 right.
FedEx 3650 heavy, Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
26 right, clear for takeoff, FedEx 3650 heavy. Alright, 26 right. Push up here. It's like super warm apparently. It takes a little bit of power to get this thing to go. Alright, we're gonna do packs on because we got a ton of runway. So we'll do auto brake max.
Van Nuys clearance delivery, Angel Flight 6009 at Clay Lacey, over.
Nose, 50%
Angel Flight
power.
6009, Van Nuys clearance, go ahead.
And that is good.
Standby 1.
Oh, and while I'm thinking of the course inbound to a fix with modern
Van Nuys,
Airbuses,
delivery. This is Angel
it will
Flight
do it
6009.
automatically.
We had
The
to disconnect and restart.
will figure out that
I could reread my clearance
course
if you would
inbound
like,
to
or
the
I can
fix.
refile if you like.
So
over.
a modern bus
Angel Flight
will
6009,
fly it
as long as you still have all the information,
perfectly.
the clearance is still valid.
Okay, yes, I have all the information. We have
But this old one you probably have to
contact
do
ground for taxi clearance. Thank you.
I have to use like a fixed page or something. I don't know. Oh my God, what is this thing doing?
John Wayne Tower, 2 Foxtrot, clear 20 Golf.
Or 42 Foxtrot, taxi to parking via Bravo, monitor grounds, pass for Cat 10.
Parking, Bravo, monitor ground.
Is that right? Kira?
November 42 Foxtrot, it looks at least on my side like you stopped before you cleared the hold short bars. When you're exiting the runway, you need to taxi past the bars and then stop. That way the runway is considered fully cleared.
Affirmative, it looked like I passed them here.
Gears
Sorry
up.
about that.
That's alright. It's probably just a mismatch. It happens all the time.
Do that. We are on course.
Kilo Tower, Arrow 282 November Delta, holding short, 26 right, ready for departure.
249 course.
282 November Delta, Chino Tower, runway
Inbound.
26 right, cleared for takeoff.
So
Cleared for
we're,
takeoff, 26 right, Arrow 282 November Delta.
FMS is pretty much putting us right on that 249 course.
John Wayne clearance.
So
Hello,
fine.
Walker 169 Tower en route to Santa Barbara, where a Beechcraft Baron 58 slant calls.
Max speed was 230 knots till after Rudy. So now we can take out the flaps, or the slats.
Walker 169, you said you're going to Santa Barbara?
Hey, firm Walker 169.
Gotta be above 4,000,
Walker
which we
169
are.
cleared to Santa Barbara Airport. On departure, turn right, heading 220. Radar vectors, Seal Beach VOR and Coastal Papa 21 tech route.
We are
Maintain
in climb mode
2,000, expect
on the
6,000
flex.
in 10 minutes.
Or the flex is
Departure
went to
frequency
auto, now we're in climb
128.1,
mode.
squawk 6234.
Cleared to the Santa Barbara Municipal Airport. On departure, heading 220, radar vector Seal Beach, then the Coastal Papa 21 tech route. Maintain 2,000, expect 6 and 10. Departure 128.1, squawk 6234, Walker 169.
Walker 169, read back right.
25.9 is departure. I want to get that here in a moment. So the next
Ontario Tower, November 740 Whiskey, clear runway 26 left at Tango, taxi to Southside GA parking.
Cells.
740 Whiskey, Sierra to parking, monitor ground.
Sierra to parking,
Cells
monitor
is
ground,
8,000.
740
I
Whiskey.
kind of screwed that. Is that above? Or yeah, it's under 8,000. So that's why I very quickly reduced that. I messed up. That was my bad. I misread the SID. Luckily, I caught it. All right, we're going to be passing over cells here. So now we can climb again to 11,000.
Van Nuys ground, Angel Flight 6009, Clay Lacey, east side, taxi with Victor.
Yeah, below 8,000
Angel Flight 6009, ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Bravo, Charlie, hold short, runway 16 left.
16 right via Bravo, Charlie, hold 16 left, Angel Flight 6009.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, contact departure.
Over to departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy team. Go to departure. Las Vegas departure, FedEx 3650 Heavy, climbing via the Joker 1, leaving 9,500.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, Las Vegas departure, radar contact. Are you ever going to get away from me?
Nope. FedEx 3650.
You missed me, you know it.
Stalking. Alright.
SoCal departure, Arrow 282 November Delta, 3,400, climbing 4,000.
Turn those off.
382 November Delta, SoCal departure, good evening, radar contact.
And we're going to have to hold up at 11,000 until we pass that. He didn't give me any higher. So Kruger's 11,000. Cabin pressure is still good on that. We'll check that again when we climb again. We can go a lot faster than that speed though, I think. I'm not speed restricted, am I? Nope, not speed restricted. So we can go super fast. Okay. There's a lot going on the departure, and I just wanted to get off the ground. Let me pass this restriction, and then I'll get back to the chat here in a moment. Also want to see that if there's a fixed page on this.
The 22 November Delta, turn left
Nope,
and
this
0
doesn't have a
maintain
fixed page
7,000.
that I'm aware of.
090, climb maintain 7,000, Arrow 282 November Delta.
After Kruger, we can climb to flight level 190. Yep. So let's bring this up to 190. Should hold this up at. Get the RPMs up first. Otherwise you'll lose too much speed. There we go. Dog, stop your barking. Settings, environment. And we'll turn the seatbelts off. Okay. 7 Lima Yankee says FMC knows it all. Yeah, especially on the modern buses. Like, they can figure out those course inbounds to fixes. But if I had to guess, it would be a fixed page on a modern bus that you could, like, literally dial that in. But the FMC on a modern bus would already calculate it. And I think this bus itself actually calculated it. Like, looked pretty right on the money when we took off. And it's like 7 Lima Yankee was actually thinking the same thing. FMC can calculate it, that's why it's restricted to jets with RNAV capabilities. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So not the G1000. G1000 can calculate it too. Yeah. I would think most modern like RNAV capable equipment would be able to handle such things, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Regardless, I can fly the CL30 offline, but it's too fast for me to try online. Granted, I've flown it online back in the day. And hey, thanks for the follow there, buddy. Mr. Grease. How you doing? How's it going? You have a question? Shoot. What is your question? Probably don't know the answer, but I'll try. Coming through standard, so we'll reset that. Flight level 180 is standard. And that says, I'd like to complete the I ratings, get comfy in a TBM, progress to the Eclipse, and then the Epic, and the Phenom, be a step before the CL30. How's the CL60 climb performance compared to this?
FedEx 3650, contact LA Center 133.2.
LA Center 132.2, FedEx 3650 Heavy.
FedEx 3650 Heavy 133.2.
33.2, FedEx 3650 Heavy. 33. I'll read your question here in a second, buddy. 133.2. Although 7 Lima Yankee can probably answer any question you have as well. 332. LA Center, FedEx 3650, flight level 190.
FedEx 3650, LA Center, climb maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340, FedEx 3650. Alright, we're going all the way up. 340, and we're going to go profile. We're going to keep the speed going. How do you add the Zevo 737? I'm only laughing because you asked the one question I don't have any idea about. I don't fly the Zevo. I'm more of an Airbus guy, which is one of the reasons I'm flying this. Like I love Airbus. Zevo is a Boeing, and I only have one Boeing that I fly, which is the 767 made by Flight Factor. But there is an entire forums dedicated to the Zevo. So all you really got to do is just go to the X-Plane org forums, and you could just search there, and there'll be a ton of instructions about it. Yeah, just do like a Google search for Zevo install. You can also go to, I'm an admin on the X-Plane Learning Center Facebook page, Facebook group. So you can go to our Facebook group, and there's a guy in our group, he's an admin too, I cannot think of his freaking name, I'm having a brain fart, but he's like an expert Zevo guy, like he knows everything there is to know about the Zevo. So just join, like if you can't find the answers you're looking for in the org forums, join the Facebook X-Plane Learning Center and just ask in there how you would install that, and I'm sure that guy will. He has like YouTube videos set up for it. I don't want to mess up your PC. Yeah, it wouldn't mess up the PC. Matter of fact, I think the Zevo has an installer now. It used to be drag and drop. Now it's just an installer. Microsoft stuff. X-Plane 11 is a flight simulator, not a game. You would mess up the PC with a plane add-on. has no capacity for that. Yeah, I have to agree. Most people in the flight simulation world, at least in the PC sim world, they refer to the XP11 and P3D and even Microsoft Flight Simulator to a degree, although that's an argument to some, but most of these, like everybody will refer to these as a simulator. These are flight simulators. If you say it's a game in this community, they're gonna rip into you, because to us it's not a game. Like I pay for this ATC, for example, so I'm having to do everything on this flight that I'm doing right now exactly the same way that a pilot would do in the real world when it comes to flying an IFR flight. And on this network, this is the PilotEdge network. So these guys that I'm talking to are actually ATC controllers that I'm talking to, and I'm just having to do everything by the book.
Right, heading 040.
All right, what is this?
November Delta, March altimeter 2982.
Should be climbing a lot faster.
And 12 Whiskey, Mojave Airport, 12 o'clock, 17 miles, advise airport in sight.
Los Angeles Center, Centurion 608 Charlie Delta checking in at 9,500.
608 Charlie Delta, Los Angeles Center, bullhead altimeter 2970.
2970, 8 Charlie Delta.
LA Center, Angel Flight 6009, 17.6, climbing via the SID.
Angel Flight 6009, Los Angeles Center, climbing T-Flight 350.
Even if you screw up the installation process, it shouldn't mess it up. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt anybody's computer. You would just, the plane wouldn't work right if you messed up the installation. None of these aircraft will actually harm your computer or make your computer not run right. It will just, the airplanes won't work right if they install bad.
1 o'clock in a mile westbound 4,600, VFR type is unknown.
But yeah, we refer to these as simulators because the majority of us are just aviation, lovers, and we just want to learn how to do it as close to realism as we can without actually being in the real deal. That's what it's all about to us. So yeah, you probably want to get a habit of calling these things simulators. But a lot of people do refer to the Microsoft Flight Simulator as a game because it is being made for Xbox, which is a gaming console. So that's the argument for Microsoft Flight Simulator. But you can buy, quote, study level aircraft like the Aerosoft CRJ. That's not completely study level. It's not like a, PMDG or whatever those are, flight factors, but it's pretty good.
9 Whiskey Foxtrot, field now 12 o'clock and 14 miles, advise airport in sight. 9 Whiskey Foxtrot, traffic no factor. 50 Victor, traffic no factor.
Alright, lights are off. Let's check our pressure. And another reason that you would refer to these aircraft as simulators, cabin altitude 4,000. Yeah, I'm right on the money. Is because you have to learn so much. Like, it's just not like something you just jump in and, hit the go button and fly, like you have to know how to start it, how to operate the planes, so on and so forth. It's just totally different. Now we're climbing like Dickens. 4,000 feet per minute. That's so weird. Go back to profile.
Sets 5 Sierra Victor, turn right heading 160. 9 Whiskey Foxtrot traffic, about 11 to 12 o'clock, travel northbound 2 miles, 3,300 VFR type is unknown.
Looks like Reno.
9 Whiskey Foxtrot. Also, do you have the field by any chance? Right now, 12 o'clock and 2 miles.
Let's see if Reno is going to be landing north. I'm going to get a second flight plan set up for a possibility of a north landing.
Understood.
Yeah, they're landing north right now, and I'm pretty sure that is a different star. It's Belarus Me 2. So
388 Tango Mike, set above our approach.
Clear.
Turn left, heading 100, and say requested altitude.
Reno, pop that in there.
Number 8 Tango Mike, roger, resume appropriate VFR altitude, your discretion.
And the arrival, the ILS.
FedEx 3650, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Oakland Center 127.45, FedEx 3650, see ya.
See you.
2745.
The 50 Victor, turn right heading 210, descend maintain 3,300.
So talk to Oakland now, see who's on Oakland.
197 Tango, runway 27, taxi via Bravo Alpha, cross runway 22.
I think this guy's name is Goldsy, is that right?
73513 Phoenix approach, roger, the Flagstaff altimeter 2982. Number 519 Lima Romeo, connect Seattle approach 120.4, make your request there.
34 left.
1204, 90 more.
Oakland Center, FedEx 3650, flight level 340.
FedEx 3650, Oakland Center, good evening.
Is there a 34 right? I don't think so. Let's see what we got here. That's ILS 34 left.
Number 519 Lima Romeo, Seattle approach, giving Seattle altimeter 205.
Insert. So that would be from Keno. Let me see here. Ruse 2 goes from Keno to Ruse
754 Delta Whiskey Springs approach, squawk 6130.
Yeah. Oakland Center, FedEx 3650, question?
FedEx 3650, answer.
Looks like Reno's landing north. Should I change the star to Ruse Me 2 after Keno?
I haven't even looked at the weather there yet. Stand by.
Since I'm only 10 miles away from Keno, I have a feeling he's going to say yes.
Yes, let's do that after Keno joined the Ruse Me 2 arrival.
Roger, after Keno joined the Ruse Me 2 arrival, FedEx 3650, thanks. Alright, so we're on heading, we've got Keno, so we're going to go second, we're going to activate second, there's Keno, and we're going to do direct to Keno, insert.
Number 519 Lima Romeo, descend and maintain 8,000.
Back to nav, and now we should go, yeah, now we're good. Now I'm set up, so, but I don't know what my top of descent is. Let's see.
(197 Tango Yakima Tower, right turn out approved, runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 310 at 15.
Still got a little ways to go, I think, before we get to top of descent. Alright, destination. I know I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm not very good at multitasking. And he didn't give me descend via, so we can't descend yet anyway. Looks like Skins is above 190, so he'll tell me to descend eventually. But at least we're on the right arrival now, because the other one was taking us completely different. Alright, Goldsy is always hilarious, yeah. You got me on the map. Yeah, I knew this was runway specific. I knew that this one takes me to go north for the 3-4s, and I checked and it starts at Kino, so I knew I had to switch it because the one I had was the Kino 2. From Kino, it doesn't go off to the left, it kind of goes for landing south, you know, the 16s. So this is one of those, I like to refer to them as like overseas stars, where they're all, you know, specific to runway. So that's why we're doing that. And we've got Reno's weather 2980, and it's overcast, wind 320 at 11 knots. I don't know what the hell all this stuff means, but it's alright. So we're going to plan ILS 34 left for a circling approach, because 34 left is actually closed. So what do we have here? 9,000 foot of runway on the right side. Circling altitudes 5340, so we'll ask for ILS 34 left with a circle to 34
FedEx
right.
3650, descend via the Rusmy 2 arrival.
Descend via the Rusmy 2 arrival, FedEx 3650.
519 Lima Romeo, descend and maintain 6,000.
Let me sync that up. So the altitude is 4415. So just 44 is good enough.
For Delta Whiskey, Roger, I'll be over to tower here shortly.
Check my ECAM messages here. Everything is good. I thought I was going to have a longer
Oakland
cruise.
Center, good evening. Major Flight 6009, flight level 350.
Angel Flight 6009, Oakland Center, good evening. Descend via the EMSO 3 arrival.
I might have had a longer
Descend
cruise
via
if
the
I had
EMSO 3 arrival, Angel Flight 6009.
stuck with the original star.
754 Delta Whiskey, Connect Springs Tower, 119.9er.
Alright, top of descent, and the cruise. Nope. Go away. Alright. Cruise, me too. It's 190, and the
754
bottom
Delta Whiskey Springs Tower, good evening. Make straight and runway 17
below
right.
13
You are clear to land,
at
wind
Spoon.
21016, gust 28.
And where's...
– 73513, the Prescott altimeter 2979er.
Oh, here's Spoon. Spoon is above 13,000. Here's Spoon, and then 10.5 after that. So we'll reset for 13 since we got to be above
519
that.
Lima Romeo, cross Orton. At or above 4,000, clear to have Alpha approach.
So we'll reset for 13,000. And this should all be in there. Spoon is 210 at 13. So that works. Pop that in there for good measure so we have a second flight plan to mess with if we need it. Going up to 30 miles. And let's see, TCAS, we'll put that on all for right now. there. At 20 miles, top of descent. So we'll reset for 13,000. Feels like every trip I do into Denver too, like the airport changes directions on me. Reno always lands south, so this time they land north. Alright, missed approach procedure. Actually, I'll brief that once we start on our way down. Probably the easiest thing to do. That's good. I'm supposed to just set it and forget. Situation awareness. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I had checked D-ATIS, so I knew they were landing north, and I knew Kino was, you know, the intersection that separates the two stars. So I actually have a note on my flight plan paperwork to check the weather at Reno before it happens. If you're not pulling an ATIS that far back, how would you know? Well, if you're not pulling ATIS, like, then you would just
Alpha monitor ground point.
You always stay with what you're last assigned, right? So if they wanted you to transition to the new star and say you were after Kino, like you're on the other one, you're up here somewhere, they could just tell you to vector you. They could either just vector you to Tarver or Skins or something like that. They could just say, you know, flight heading 270, when able, direct to Skins to assume the ruse me to arrival or something of that, or peons. Peons. Something like that. So they could give you a vector, but so if you don't know what the ATIS is, or you just stick with the original plan. So it's up to ATC to change your star, unless you do what I did and check it on the DL, and then you're fine to ask them a question, because they may have wanted me to stay on the original, because sometimes the ATIS is showing you know, the runway landing north, but maybe they still want me to land south. I don't know. So you never change. All right, hit profile. Let's start on our way down. All right, we are departing 340. Oakland Center, FedEx 3650 is leaving 340.
FedEx 3650, roger this.
All right, I need to change the arrival on my laptop, actually. So we're doing the ruse me 2 for the ILS 34 left for a circling approach. Since we can't land.
For 515 Papa Mike, no flight plan on file for you.
Another one. Okay. Obviously you're able to look it up via internet on your desktop, but in flight you won't have signal per se. See, I simulate that you do, because satellite, like all these things, especially airliners, they have ACARs, right? So they could come here and go into ACARs, and in real life they would have ATIS information. So they could pull up ATIS information from, you know, these upper altitudes, and they could know it. So it's really not far-fetched what I did, because you have that ability even at 34,000 feet in the real world. So I used a laptop to look it up. But yeah, D-ATIS is just digital ATIS, so they put it out on ACARs. And with modern satellite stuff for flight,
4 November Delta, Yakima ground runway 27, taxi
get it
via
that
Bravo
way too.
Alpha cross runway 22.
And 7 Lima Yankee says if you're in an airline, they probably send it through D-Link, CPDLC, or ACARs. Yeah. It's like we're reading each other's minds there, 7 Lima Yankee. So if you're on
Number
one
515
arrival on a
Papa Mike,
GA,
executive
get
ground crew,
90% of the
Reno
way
Airport
down, they
via radar
realize it's
vector,
wrong
Sacramento,
arrival.
VOR, then is filed.
Would ATC just direct you to a different fix
Maintain
to pick up the
2000,
change?
expect 13,000,
Yeah, that's
5
what I was
minutes after
saying.
departure.
They probably just
Departure
vector you.
frequency 127.4, squawk 2370.
And if it's a lot, like if you don't want to try to type in a new arrival or whatever, just ask for vectors to final. You know, unless they're super busy, but I know VATSIM, they might squawk at that. But
5 Papa Mike, read back, correct?
you can always ask for vectors. You're the pilot, so. Alright, let me see. So, missed approach. Climb to 11,000, heading 350, so pretty much straight up.
River 513, roger, radar service terminated, connect Prescott Tower 125.3.
Mustang VOR, FMG right here. Radial 332 to
U2.
Pyram,
again in a second.
22 DME and hold at 11,000, so I'm going to let the FMS handle that. I'm not going to worry about putting in that mess. I could use the VORs and put in the radials, but I'm just going to let FMS handle it because it should have, yeah, it's got the intercept already. So it's good to go for a missed approach if it needs to do that.
Targeting, make straight in runway 2 on the left, report a 3-mile final.
And let me see if I can get real ATIS now, which is 135.8. So we'll do 135.8. We'll swap that over. And I don't think we were close enough yet. Let's get a little bit closer. The ILS for 34 left is 109.9. 109.9 with a course of 344. And let's get another METAR here. Winds 320 at 11 knots. 2980 on the METAR. And the temperature is 9 Celsius. Roger. Let's see if that matches my weather injector. Yep.
For 244 November Delta, Yakima Tower, make left close traffic, report midfield downwind, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
NorCal approach on the chart shows 19.2. So let's get 19.2 on the ready. And let's try that again. Turn it. I'll just leave it on. Might be broken. I'll get D-ATIS. So it's current with Delta. And the altimeter again is
3650, the Reno altimeter, 2980.
2980 FedEx 3650.
519 Lima Romeo, no traffic observed between you and the field. Radar service is terminated. Report IFR cancellation on the ground on 122.2.
Arriving and departing 34 right. Visual approaches are in use. We're not going to do a visual. I'm going to do an ILS with a circling approach. That's what I'm going to plan on. We'll let the crew know we're getting close. We'll turn on those. And Spoon is how far away? It's 24 miles. You can tell how far away because it will show DME 24.6 miles from the localizer antenna. So it's plenty of time to slow down, hopefully, and get configured. If not, we can go missed. do 2980. Turn on our terrain, and we'll turn off that bugger. Still not picking up ATIS. $35.8. Strange. He hasn't swapped me to NorCal, so maybe I'm still not close enough.
Whatever, Delta runway 27 cleared for the option, wind 310 at 15.
Might be back over those mountains. I'd be real curious if we actually do pick up ATIS at some point. We shall see. Alright, altimeter has been updated. I did that. Cabin pressure should be dropping. Yep, 226 differential, 5 point.
For 513, runway 21 left, clear to land. The wind.
It's all good.
23015, 18.
Ah, there we go. Now it's starting to kick on, so I'm going to let it get a little bit more clear. I was just a tad bit too far away for that to chime in.
Angel flight 6009, connect NorCal approach 120.905.
NorCal 120.905, Angel Flight 6009.
And skins needs to be below flight level 190, so we are good there. And TAVR needs to be above 14,000.
9 Lima Romeo for cancellation received. Thanks. Have a good day.
And 250 knots at TAVR.
Get there. Now we got a new Colorado challenge for you.
I'm going to reset. Well, I've got it set for 13. Should hold up at 14,000 on its own. All right, let's try this again.
Delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Notice to airman runway 16 right 34 left close. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
All right, still Delta.
Reno Tahoe International Airport. ATIS information Delta. 0055 Zulu. Wind 310 at 11. Visibility 10.
6009, NorCal approach, the Oakland altimeter 2903, Dallas, remain 30 approach.
Dew point -8. Altimeter 29080. Arriving and departing runway before right. Visual approach is in use.
These mountains are killing it.
FedEx 3650, connect NorCal approach 119.2.
NorCal 119.2, FedEx 3650. Right, I'll pop that over there. We got Delta.
Executive ground, Mooney 515, Papa Mike at the base of the tower. Request or taxi 02 if available with information Yankee.
For 515 Papa Mike, yeah, we can do 02. Runway 02 taxi via Mike.
Runway 02 via Mike, 515 Papa Mike.
NorCal approach, FedEx 3650 heavy, descending via the Roosmeet 2. Arrival, leaving 14,200, current with Delta. request ILS 34 left approach, circling for 34 right.
FedEx 3650, NorCal approach, Reno altimeter 2980, and you can expect that.
2980, and I plan on that. FedEx 3650 heavy. All right, so we got the approach we want.
Tower 4 November Delta on
which is
final
pretty
runway
much
27.
the only approach.
4 November Delta, runway 27, clear for the option.
That's good. So it's
Clear
holding
for the
us
option,
up
4 November Delta.
at 14,000 like it's supposed to.
FedEx 3650 heavy, cross spoon at or above 13,000. Clear ILS 34 left, circle runway 34 right.
Cross spoon at or above 13,000. Cleared ILS 34 left for circle 34 right. FedEx 3650 heavy. All right. So I'm gonna cross spoon at 13,000.
I have no idea why there isn't side step minimums published for that approach.
Yeah, it only shows 5,300 FedEx 3650. That's crazy. All right. So let's do
513. Where do you park?
Do the ILS here.
513, unfamiliar with this airport, looking for Legend. Request progressive taxi instructions to transient parking at Legend.
73513, yeah, okay, take a right on Delta, which is the taxiway right in front of you. To take that all the way southbound and then cross runway 30, that'll take you to Legend.
Okay, right turn on Delta.
Pop that up there, 36 miles to go.
Across to Legend. Thanks, 513.
Yeah, you can cross 30
Tower
Delta.
is
Legend is the
18.7.
southeast, the most southeast ramp there, south of runway 30.
513.
18.7 is tower. To cross spoon at 13,000 and then we can descend again. And the next block altitude we can go down to after spoon is 10.5. A circle and approach. Yes, sir. It's going to be interesting. The glide slope is alive. So we could actually switch to ILS mode here, which I will do. I'll just let it take me down from 13,000 as long as its signal is strong enough. So let's sync up the heading bug. Actually, I'll let the FMS take me down.
Prescott Tower 513 is at runway 30 intersection.
We'll go down to the minimum, which is 11,000. Not minimums,
cross runway 30.
11,000 for mist. That way it's already set
cross
up.
Runway 30, 513.
It's Lake Tahoe. I've got a custom scenery for Lake Tahoe Airport over there. This Reno, I have
Angel Flight 6009 at Franny.
Hayware, Reno City.
Approach.
At Franny, cleared ILS runway 30 approach, Angel Flight 6009.
Alright, we got that. So I'm going to drop this to 11,000. Here comes the VDEV, so we'll let the FMS take us down a little bit further.
Yakima Tower, 4 November Delta on downwind runway 27.
4 November Delta, runway 27, cleared for the option, wind 310 at 15.
Cleared for the option, 4 November Delta.
pretty much on tune here with the glide slope, so let's just go ahead and
Executive Tower, Mooney 515, Papa Mike, short of runway 2, IFR
hit
departure.
approach.
For 515 Papa Mike, Executive Tower, runway 2, clear for takeoff, fly heading 340.
Lower the speed
wind,
here.
3004.
190.
Clear for takeoff, runway 2, fly heading 340, 515 Papa Mike.
Add in a little bit of brake here. Or a lot of brake, apparently, to get some more flaps. Our first notch of flaps in to really start slowing down. So let's come over here and we'll do flaps 15, whatever. That will start slowing us down, and then I'll be able to take out the air brake. Slow this down to about 180. I thought it was going to slow us down. Put in the brakes, air brakes. 18.7 is set. Got to remember to circle. You have to circle. And we'll do landing gear down. Flaps 3. Brakes out. Brakes.
Good evening, Prescott Ground. Skyhawk 73513 is at Legend with information Golf, ready to taxi for an eastbound departure.
73513 Prescott Ground, runway 21 left, taxi via Delta, cross runway 30.
21 left via Delta, cross runway 30, 513.
3 green. Question is, how do I get to parking? Look at this chart. Would be 155. And we gotta wait till we're at least 5 miles out before we ask for tower. If they don't give us tower first. Flaps are full. And I have to circle right. So it looks like
FedEx 3650 Heavy, connect Reno Tower 118.7.
Reno Tower 18.7, FedEx 3650 Heavy.
5 Papa Mike, connect NorCal departure.
Over to departure, 515 Papa Mike.
Reno Tower, FedEx 3650 Heavy, establish a localizer 34 left for circling 34 right.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, Reno Tower, good evening. You can circle south of the field for runway 34 right. Runway 34 right, clear to land, wind 310 at 11.
Circle south of the field, 34 right, clear to land, FedEx 3650 Heavy.
NorCal approach, Mooney 515 Papa Mike, 1900 for 2000.
For 515 Papa Mike, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13000.
Climb and maintain 13000, 515 Papa Mike.
Alright, got the runway.
Prescott Ground, Skyhawk 513 on taxiway Delta at runway 30 intersection.
So I'm just going to
take... I gave you the instruction to cross runway 30 in the initial taxi clearance.
We'll just exit at the very end of the runway, or maybe Foxtrot if I can get slow enough by Foxtrot.
Angel Flight 6009, connect NorCal approach 135.65.
Autopilot off.
135.65, Angel Flight 6009.
Circling south of the field. Now this glide slope is 434 left, so if we stay on the glide slope,
Angel
then
Flight
we'll be a little bit high.
6.5 descending
So I want to be
the Enzo
at least
3
on the glide
arrival
slope.
with Lima at Oakland.
Angel Flight 6009,
Actually,
NorCal
that's wrong.
approach, evening, Oakland altimeter 29.
I want to be above the glide slope.
2993, and we're cleared for the approach.
I had that backwards.
Angel Flight 6009.
I had it backwards. I mean, we're visual now anyway, but... Oh, God. I'm going to turn off the auto throttle myself.
Get aircraft call, that's unreadable. For 515, Papa Mike, turn right heading 060, join Victor 392.
Right heading 060 and join Victor 392, 515 Papa Mike.
It's yelling at me because I got the other runway set, that's why.
100.
Leaving clearance over 350 Kilo Tango Alpha.
Okay, I think it's 350 Kilo Tango. Mike is insanely muffled. It's barely readable.
Okay, thank you. We'll reconnect with you if that makes sense.
Reversers, spoilers are out.
Sounds like you're talking underwater is the best way I can describe it.
You're slowing. Reversers are full. And not quite slow enough to exit there, so we'll just keep on going all the way down to the end.
NorCal approach, Mooney 515 Papa Mike. Was 340 heading on departure to avoid McClellan?
It is, and it also, and it parallels you with the Sacramento executive arrivals there, so you don't conflict with them.
Brake fan on.
Got it, thanks.
Okay, it kind of does both there. Everything off the twos either gets a 250 or a 340 heading, depending on the direction you're heading. Got it.
That was fun.
Yakima Tower, 4 November Delta on downwind runway 27. Would like to report heavy wind shear.
4 November Delta, roger, runway 27, cleared for the option.
Ground is 0.9er, but you don't go to
FedEx
ground
3650
unless they tell you
heavy,
to.
cross runway 16 right at Alpha and taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Monitor ground.
Cross 16 right at Alpha, parking via Alpha, we'll monitor ground. FedEx 3650 heavy, thanks, see ya.
See ya.
Alright, so we can turn
Reno clearance over 350 Kilo Tango. Is it better, sir?
We'll leave our lights
It's
on
about the same. I can
until we
work
get
with it, but
past
it's
this.
not coming in very clear at all.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just going to
Get the APU going.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't know if you have like another microphone, like if you have like a webcam or a VR headset or something like that that's picking up the microphone from there, but it's definitely not coming in very clear.
Okay, yeah, appreciate you. Just simulator problem. That's all. We'll talk to you in a minute. Thanks.
Alpha straight ahead, so now we need ground. We're going to monitor ground. We don't need to check in or anything.
Connect Oakland Tower 118.3.
Strokes off, landing lights off.
Okay, 127.2, Angel Flight 6009.
And Prescott Tower, Skyhawk 73513 at Delta 7, ready to go on 21 left.
Wheels are fine.
For 73513 Prescott Tower, hello again. On course approved. Runway 21 left, clear for takeoff. The wind 23015, gust 1E.
21 left, clear for takeoff, 513.
As soon as I said that, they got overheated.
Oakland Tower, Angel Flight 6009 on the ILS, runway 30, crossing Wuhan.
Angel Flight 6009, Oakland Tower, good evening, wind 270 at 18, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30, Angel Flight 6009.
Got our VIP parking right here. Sorry, Das, I never got to that I rating. That flight was way busier than I thought it would be. I thought I would have a lot more time in that cruise, but apparently not. That's all right. Bleed on. That should fix that fault. Yep, there we go. Turn off the taxi lights. Roll left, roll left. Should have stuck with 3-4 left. APU is available, so we'll go ahead and kill our engines. Before I forget,
Yakima Tower, 4 November Delta, full stop.
We need to end our A-cars here, so I can get
4 November Delta, roger, rate 1 able, taxi the ramp plane Alpha.
Taxi to the ramp 1 able, 4 November Delta.
Log the flight plan, there we go. I got credit for that flight. And we'll disconnect from the network.
Disconnected.
And then let me end the flight on this thing, and then we'll do a replay. Oh, that's a butter landing. I'll take that one. It's probably the best landing I've had in days, honestly. And this plane does not work very well with Traffic Global, by the way. I always uninstall it when I want to fly this one. No worries. Okay. Oh, that was loud. All right. Well, that was fun. Nice evening flight. Nice stream. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube. Thanks, guys. If you guys are around tomorrow, I will be doing that world tour. We're going to be going to France. I got it all updated. So I just need to update the nav data, but that will take like 5 seconds. So we will see you guys tomorrow if you're around. Otherwise, I'll see you next stream or whenever you're around for the next stream. Y'all take care. Have a good evening. See ya. Chase out.
Runway 34 right, reduce speed to 250, then comply with the published speed.
We'll go southwest 30.
Net at 46.
Southwest 869.
Southwest 384, I did have a wind shift here. It seemed to be near Selby there, but they said around 9 or 1,000 there was a wind shift.
Southwest 384, roger.
Skywas 5368 over to tower.
Skywas 5368, go to tower 133.3.
Yeah. Let me know when you're at 250.
We are doing the best we can. We're decelerating through 268.
Alright, that works perfect, thanks.
Maintain 14,000.
Right, for the parallel runway. Speed your discretion. Just be advised there's a tailwind component on final till around 9 or 1,000.
362, good day, Sky 7, yeah, there, sir.
Skywest 5211.
Skywest 5292, descend and maintain 12,000, then reduce speed to 210.
Skywest 5292, descend maintain 12,000, then speed 210.
Southwest 1142, contact tower 135.3, great day. 353, good day.
It's information, Romeo. United 1821 to approach good afternoon, plan vectors visual approach runway 35 right.
Okay, vectors visual at 35 right. We are assigned 300 knots to logger, then assume published speed, United 1821.
United 1821, thank you.
Yeah, at a 23.5 descending via the next for the 3-4 right transition. 290 knots until Hagar, then published 1524.
Yeah, 1524 to approach, runway 34 right.
34 right.
Central confirmation, Romeo, current Denver, Denver, altimeter 2905 feet.
Inside, Skywest 5211.
5211, join final on your present heading, clear visual approach, runway 34 right.
Join final on our present heading, cleared for the visual 34 right, Skywest 5211.
23.85.
12385, United 1833.